I'm gonna have you guys with me while I get rid of my face makeup and talk about something. The other day, I signed up through an ad that I saw for some information regarding an app. An app. The app is supposed to replace Trainerize, Go High Level, Google AI, Perplexity, all the things, right? Supposedly, it's supposed to do that. I don't know if they even have proof of concept because if they're replacing all of that stuff, they obviously haven't been around that long. And I don't know if you know this or not, but I do have Trainerize, Go High Level. I have another software that I use called Passion.io where I have literally my program for $29 a month. You can go through my program that I would go through my clients with, just not with your specific genetics in mind. Um, you can do that. So for years, my goal has been to get everything into one app, and I can't find a software that does that. So I saw this ad and was like, oh, maybe this is the solution to my problem. And for the record, I've been using Go High Level as my customer resource management software or CRM software for, gosh, 4 years now. And I moved to Go High Level from Infusionsoft. And before I had Infusionsoft, I actually had Entreport. So I'm not new to customer resource management or CRM softwares. I have figured all of them out on my own. I have not needed help, and I haven't needed a class, and I haven't needed a 6-month mentorship in order to get that done. So when I booked this call, there was some stuff after that was like asking some questions about how much time I could commit to this and that kind of stuff. And so I stopped filling out the forms because I then wanted to clarify, is this a program that you want me to spend 6 months doing, or is this a platform that's going to replace all the platforms? They, of course, didn't respond to those messages and just kept like hounding me to get on a quote discovery call to see if I was a good fit. And I kept asking the question and just started ignoring them, basically. They even sent me a couple messages that were like, can we call you today at 3:30? And I was like, sure, you can call me. It doesn't mean I'm going to answer the phone until you answer my questions. I was expecting a call tonight and got blindsided by their phone call, so I answered it. And he starts going into how they can support me and help me, but that for the next 6 months, I have to be willing to give 10 fucking hours a week to learning their system. And when I tell you that I said, I don't have 10 hours a week, I don't have 30 minutes this week to give you because my life is busy. And he's like, yeah, because like other health practitioners, you don't have any systems in place and you don't know what the hell you're doing. Hi, honey. I don't know if you know who I am. I ran a $1 million physical therapy practice for 9 years before I shut it down and sublet space in a wellness practice because I was tired of running the $1 million practice. Not because I didn't have systems in place, not because I didn't know what I was doing, because something told me in February of 2019, it's time for you to be done with the big clinic. You need to go smaller. And hey, September 2019, I fully converted to that. March of 2020, the world shut down. No, I haven't gone back and like updated anything or tried to grow any larger. I've just been happy sustaining myself. But I'm at a point where I think I might be ready to grow again. And so if I could get a software or an app that did everything I already do in one app instead of across 6, that would be amazing. But I can tell you that I don't need to pay you $20,000 for a 6-month membership to have you teach me how to use an app. No one needs that. I've written 3 apps on my own. So while I was telling this guy how I didn't need his help because I've built quite a few apps on my own and how I have systems, I just would like to really bring everything into one app, he hung up on me. The sales guy hung up on me. So if you're the owner of that company and this guy is on your team, his name's Eric, by the way. And you're not reviewing his calls where he hangs up on people, because not all of us need a 6-month mentorship. Not all of us need to give you 10 hours a week learning your program. Not all of us need to give you 3 hours a week learning your program, because we've built shit. We're quite good at it. We've done the work. We're just trying to simplify our lives and move everything into one so that we're not managing multiple different things every day. Because here's the other thing, I can tell you how many active versus non-active people I have on my list. I can tell you what percentage of my emails get opened, and I can tell you my click-through rate without having to go high level and look at it, because I review my stats every single week. I can tell you the stats for my KPIs, which should tell you that it's not a lack of systems, and I don't need 10 hours a week in your mentorship to pay you $20,000 when I'm going to pay a recurring fee every month on top of that to utilize your app. No, no, thank you. So what I think I'm going to do now is probably just build my own. Just build it all myself, because I certainly don't need to be hung up on while I'm telling you I don't have a systems issue. I have a too many apps issue, too many programs issue, and I don't want to do another program with you. I don't want to spend 10 hours a week doing your stuff, because I don't have you 10 hours to give you. I'm busy. And not like I'm busy and don't know what I'm doing. Like, my day starts at 4:30 a.m. and I'm scheduled every night currently still, because I still have 2 children that are highly involved in sports that can't drive themselves, until 9 o'clock every night. And some of that time is blocked out for specific things, and some of that time is blocked out for patient care, and some of that time is blocked out for chart review, and some of it is blocked out for stuff I actually want to learn that'll help my clients, that has nothing to do with your program and your app. If it's truly an app that can integrate all of these things, since I've already done all of these things, I'm sure I can learn it on my own. Thanks.